This is Earthy Indigo, psychic medium, intuitive, and tarot card reader. This is celebrity psychic reading for Ciara and Russell Wilson. So let's jump directly into the energies and the reading. The energies that come through very strong for this relationship is that it's a relationship of comfort. It's a relationship that doesn't have a lot of friction. It's like easy communication, easy. It's easy for them to get along. It's easy for them to be in each other's company. There's a strong energy over romance that is a friendship there. Before the romance, there's this friendship. The energy that comes through is that they're both sexual people. It feels like they try to suppress the sexuality, even with, people know that Ciara is like, oh, I want to wait till we get married before we have sex, and that kind of thing between them, and tried to play up this more of a she wanted to kind of stick to societal tradition with Russell, and she wanted it to be of her dreams. She wanted it to be of her dreams. Like, we're going to do this right. I want to do this right. The last relationship was so wrong. I want to do this right. Now, the energy between her and Future is that there was a strong sexual chemistry there. It was just a mad sexual attraction. More so than they're relating and getting along. It was, like, ooh, yeah, I want it. With Russell, the sex is okay, but it's more of a relating, a comfortability. We get along. I like being in your company. I can travel the world with you. You're going to be my friend for life. And that means more to both of them than the sex, because they both can do that well. They feel at any time with one another. But with Future, it was more of a raw sexual magnetic attraction. With Russell and Ciara, that's there, but it's not as heightened as the friendship and the romance. This Russell and Ciara is more of a sweet romance. Let's kiss all night. Let's we're gonna touch each other until we release. We don't have to, it's more tantric. It doesn't have to be it's not, their relationship isn't all about penetration. It's a tantric, it's a spiritual thing, it's a friendship. It's, I want to be with you forever. You're my life partner. I got your back, you got my back. Versus this sex isn't 10. It isn't what's most important to either one of them. The energy that comes through for Russell is I'm not worried about Future at all. Like, he was never a worry. He was never something that would deter him away from Ciara. It was never about, I know that I have enough to make sure that we're all okay. Our family will be okay. We're going to be okay. I was never worried about that. Never worried about that. It's not a strong energy that comes through at all that he was worried about Future in any kind of way. He also wasn't mad at Ciara for her, the court situation, as far as taking Future to court and all that. He wasn't mad at her. The energy that comes through, like, oh, that's going to slow our relationship down. Why are you worried about him? You got me. It wasn't like that. With him, it was like, she needs to get this out of her system. She needs to get the anger out of her system. She needs to go through this. I know that. I recognize that. She'll learn when it's time, and I'll be here. I'll be here for her. Went through it all. He felt like she needed to get that out. it was like she needed to get that out. He didn't want to hold her back. He didn't want her being passive aggressive with him or slowing down their romance. He felt like, okay, she needed to get that out of her system. Fine, go ahead, do what you got to do. If you want to put in that, lawsuit, do what you got to do. But I'm going to be here regardless. I'm not going anywhere. That's the type of a dynamic relationship energy that comes through. I'm not going anywhere. I'm loyal to you. The future of this couple comes through. They're going, like, of course everybody knows who Ciara is and everybody knows who Russell Wilson is, but the dynamic over the next, it feels like over the next decade, it's like they're gonna rise in social ranks, like throughout the country, be recognized as like our prince and princess, or like they give off this energy is that they're going to grow through the ranks, and we're going to start to look at them differently, start to look at them in the way that we look at like Jay-Z and Beyonce. Now, they don't, of course, give off the Jay-Z and Beyonce vibe, but we're just going to, it feels like the energy shifts, and we start to look at them as more of a power couple than they already are, I should say. The energy comes through very strong is that they will be recognized more so of a power couple. We're going to start to see them, it feels like we're going to start to see them in more things. We're going to start to see them a lot more, not just the different interviews and things they do. It's like it feels like they're going to do a lot of philanthropic work or humanitarian work. We're going to see them a lot more. It's like I get this energy that comes through very strong. It's they're already celebrities, but we're going to see them, recognize them, and admire them a lot more than we already do, so to speak. They're going to be admired, kind of put up on a pedestal, so to speak. I feel that comes through strongly energetically. But Russell was never worried about Ciara in future. He felt like she needed to get that out of her system. He feels like I know I can be all you need and more. But you need to get this out of your system. You need to get that anger out. And I mean, I understand why you're angry. But I'm going to be here to cuddle with you, to hold you while we watch movies. I will be here. I'm not going anywhere. But go ahead and get that out your system. I'm not going anywhere. That comes through very strongly of him being a rock, being very solid. Very solid. Nothing really stirs him too much. It feels like he's able to keep his mind on track, keep on focus of whatever the objective is, versus being distracted by other people's emotions and feelings. He can keep his focus. That's the energy that comes through. The energy that comes through from Ciara is, this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. You get to see. And now the energy that comes through from her is she wanted everybody to see. She wanted everybody to see. And Ciara, it feels like, is a major manifester. Like what she puts her mind on, she can get. She's a major manifester. Major. That energy comes through very strong. What she really concentrates on, what she really thinks about and dreams and goes after, she gets. That's why she got Russell. That's even why she got Future, because she was really attracted to him. She really, she felt like Future was, she felt like that was her soulmate, but that was more of a karmic relationship. That was more of a karmic relationship, like a karmic debt relationship her and Future went through. But of course, in those type of relationships, the attraction is really strong to get you to pay attention so you can, get that debt paid or learn what you need to learn from that person. The attraction is normally super strong. With her and Russell, the attraction, it feels like it's like a 7.5, 8. But it feels like the friendship, the camaraderie is at a 20, 30, 40. The sexual aspect will grow. I even feel like in some areas they feel a little disappointed, but they still know that it can get better and will grow. Ciara wanted the world to see that I can win at something. Like, it's the energy of her feeling like she doesn't get her due credit. She doesn't get her due respect. She doesn't get her correct amount of limelight. She doesn't get her correct amount of shine. And it feels like this relationship over the course, will put her at a different plateau, it feels like she gains power through this relationship. More power than she had. Different people are starting to listen to her. Different people are starting to reach out to her, wanting to work with her. I feel like not only just, it's like this relationship brings her power in a way she hasn't had before. People in higher places with lots of money, lots of power, want to be around them. She's beautiful, but they want to be around her. They start to look at her in a different way and saying, okay, you can showcase this, you can showcase that, you can speak here, you can come here. It feels like she even becomes some type of ambassador for a worldwide organization. Like, not just in fashion and beauty, but it feels bigger than that. Like, it feels like it might be UNICEF, or it feels like it might be the United Nations, or it feels like it's like she gets a big role in an organization that is known for helping the world. I feel like she may even become some type of chairperson for a large organization that comes through very strong, because she's making connections with people that she wouldn't have been able to without Russell. It feels like it's owners of these teams, it's owners of these arenas, it's owners that she's coming in contact with, and they want to promote her beauty, they want to promote her physique. It feels like she may start to work for the NFL organization in some type of capacity with girls sports and training in some type of way, like being some type of beauty, not just beauty, but representing the physical, but with the NFL, but women. Like, they might start some type of, and I know across the country they have like these women football leagues, but it feels like the NFL may do something more with women and the physique in sports, and she would be the face of that, or work very closely in developing that type of program or that type of framework. It's like she plays an intricate part in building whatever the NFL or this large sports organization or this large organization wants. And it feels like it's beauty and fitness and beauty and sports, and you can be a girl and be tough and an athlete, that kind of a thing. You can be a girl and you can be beautiful and and sexy, but you can also throw a ball if you want to. It's like it teaches girls about releasing stress through sports and movement, body movement, aesthetics. There's also an it just feels like Ciara, even though Russell Wilson like plugs into her energetically and gives her like this super power boost, she gains power through Russell, and it's power in a positive way, and he loves it. He loves that he's able to be a platform. Now, Ciara is big all on her own. We love, she's beautiful, and regardless of what people say, she had hits. I mean, the music industry has changed so much. The R&B genre has changed so much, so it's not as easy for people who are in R&B to be as large, globally, if you're not doing pop. She was more of like a crunk and R&B artist at the time, and that kind of changed, that faded out. Then it was just popular music and R&B, and she had a string of hits. With Ciara, definitely deserves her respect because she's done a lot, and she's done a lot. I feel like occasionally she's going to be dropping singles. I feel like the energy is like she's going to focus her energy not just on bodies of work. It's like she'll work on a body of work but drop them as singles. It's like her energy, the energy that comes through is she's going to be working, like depending on what's hot at the time. Ciara will, focus on that and then drop a single. If the music changes, focus on that energy and drop a single. There's an energy that she needs to be more, more true to who she is, but it will work for her if she does tune into the energy of the time, drop a single. Tune into the energy of that time, drop a single. If that's what she wants to do, I feel like that energy comes through, that would work for her. And, she's going to continue to have hits. But her focusing on bodies of work and releasing it, not likely. It doesn't feel like it's that likely for her to just be dropping albums. I feel like she's going to do singles based on the energy of the industry at the time. But she's powerful. Like, the energy comes through so strong. Like, she is going to be a force to be reckoned with, not only in the entertainment industry but in the world. It feels like she gets a huge position at like UNICEF, at like the United Nations. It feels like she's going to be working with a large organization with women promoting fitness and beauty. And I feel like it could possibly be the NFL, but I definitely know it's a very large organization. Fitness, beauty, feels like possibly like UNICEF. It feels like the United Nations. It feels like the NFL. But she's going to be doing body movement, aesthetics, showing that it's okay to have that muscle, showing that even having that body, that muscle, her physique is sexy. And also it helps to relieve stress and tension. It's like she shows girls sports is cool. Sports and being sexy and fit is cool. I also feel like it won't just be her. It's gonna be like someone similar to like a Pink. If you guys remember that artist, Pink, doing something in that capacity. Like, she might reach out to her too, showing like different body types, that it's okay to have these body types. And look at what we're doing. It's okay to throw a ball. I feel like the NFL is going to be doing something with women in football. Like, I know that they have these leagues across the country where women play football, but I feel like the NFL is going to do something with women in football too. It's going to be beauty, fitness. I feel like it's going to be big too. Like, it's going to get more respect than what women's sports are accustomed to. And it's sexy and it's fun. It gets women up, active, and it makes you want to be involved. And it's like okay at whatever level you have. So she could also be opening up some type of fitness centers too. Like, Ciara may start to invest in opening in fitness centers around the country, or the NFL might start to open. And I know that the NFL is a large, rich organization. They don't need to open up fitness centers, but it feels like they're going to do like different sports arenas or different little sporting facilities that is centered around women, football, being sexy, it's pink, it's cute. Like, it feels great. But Russell and Ciara are good. Power couple. Stars, they're already stars, but the stars on the rise. Big people, big, powerful. I actually feel like the businesses that they start to open up, or the avenues and doors that they knock on, and different things they start to do, will get them on the brink of billionaires. That's how it feels. That's how big and powerful it feels. And right now, people may be looking like, oh, I don't, look at where they're at. But no, I feel like they're going to the top. They're going to the top. I even feel like Michelle Obama and Ciara It's gonna be doing, like, it's gonna be some to keep that fitness thing going, to keep that get out there, get fit type of thing going. Like, it's gonna be big. It's definitely gonna be big. Power couple to watch for sure. The love is there with them, but the friendship is bigger. The friendship is so much bigger than the sexuality. The sexuality that is shared between them is more tantric. Like, let's hold off as much as we can so that when we come together, it's just so great. I can't, it's friendship is bigger in this relationship, it feels, than the romance. But the romance is still there. But they tremendously do love each other, and they have each other's back, honorable to each other. That's the energy that comes through. I honor you as my woman, and I honor you as my man, and I love you, and I got your back no matter what. Teammates right here. Teammates. All right, I'm Earthy Indigo, psychic, medium, intuitive, and tarot card reader. Click on the link in the description to book your reading. It's 3 questions for $10. I'm Earthy Indigo, and I love to read for you. Bye.